Welcome to Round 5 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of May 2nd. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
Today, we're taking a break from talking and complaining and obsessing and instead shouting out things other people are doing that we think you'll find as useful or enjoyable as we do. We call this our Roundabout Roundup. So I'll start out. I have a podcast that I don't think I've talked about much here that I have been enjoying very much, sort of in the tradition of the West Wing Weekly, which Catherine and I listened to as we talked about West Wing episodes. And indeed, we also talked about episodes for this show, which we will share. But there's a new podcast called Parks and Recollection, in which Rob Lowe, who played Chris Traeger on Parks and Recreation, and Ellen Yang, who is a writer and director, talk about individual episodes of the show, provide a little background information, some stories from the set, some ideas about how things were written. Occasionally they have guests on, and they take a listener question at the end. And it's just been very fun. I sort of listened to it skipping around for the first batch, but once they got to, I started watching Parks and Rec the first time through with the episode Flu Season. So now that they are in that segment when Rob Lowe is in the show and Adam Scott, and things are really getting to the part that I enjoyed, it's even more fun. But just in general, if you enjoyed Parks and Recreation and just want to think about it again, this is a very pleasant podcast to listen to. It's not too long. It moves pretty quick, and you will pick up little tidbits here and there that will make you think fondly back on this show that you loved so much. And then you can skip right over to our Round 2 archives and find all the episodes that Catherine and I did about Parks and Recreation, which lack Rob Lowe, but are still pretty darn good, I think, and entertaining. So,
yeah.
Still think of that show fondly, and I'm happy to listen to or watch anything having to do with it. So, Nicole,
Yes.
What do you have this week?
So I'm going to shout out an app called Audible. I think a lot of us know about it. It's kind of an online bookstore / listening to books online, audiobooks. And I've had it for years. I haven't really paid too much attention to it until recently, because I find myself not reading as much anymore. And so now I'm trying to listen to audiobooks, and that's been actually working out really well, because I carry my phone around and listen to these books while I'm doing my, errands or chores or whatever it is that's going on. But I like it. It's a very easy app to use. It stores quite a bit. And, it's got all sorts of features in it that you can find the books that, if you're like me, I've got like 4 or 5 different books on the go. So you can scroll through and categorize which ones that you're still listening to or ones that you've finished. There's all kinds of settings that you can use to personalize it. And the one feature that I think I haven't tried yet, but I'm kind of excited about to try, is that it's connected to Waze, which is it's an app that you can use when you're driving. It's like a navigation app, but it's got a little bit more features to it, because it's kind of like a crowdsourcing navigation app where people will, identify where there's road issues on the road and stuff. But anyway, Waze now is connected to Audible, and you can go into the Waze app, and as you're driving, you can hit audio, and your book from Audible will start playing in the app. So it's kind of an integrated thing. So you can listen to your books, and there's all kinds of different books in there. And the one thing I like too is that if you have this subscription, you can earn credits per month, and you can build up your credits and get books. So I think the subscription is like a flat fee, and then you can earn a credit per month. But then with that credit, you can buy a book of any price. So it's kind of, or maybe there is a limit on the price point of the book. But anyway, that's how I've been getting a lot of my books, is through this subscription, because I can go in and use my credits.
Yeah.
So
My son even downloaded it, and he uses it for school books.
Yes. Yes.
So he can listen to them, like, sometimes if, like, one time we were driving and he started playing a book that he needed to read, or he can listen to it while he's in bed or whatever. So so he likes it for that.
You're trying to beef up your reading.
If you are into audiobooks but you can't afford Audible, or you don't want to be paying for books, check with your library, because there are some apps that you can check out audiobooks from your library and listen to them in the app.
Right.
I've done that before. Selection may not be exactly all that you would like, but still, if what you're looking for is to fill your head with a book, it doesn't necessarily have to be the newest and trendiest thing. It might be something old that you read before, or that you remember anyway. If you there's a number of them, so I would say check with your local library, because you probably have to have a library card to check out the audiobook.
Right.
But that is another option that may be appealing to cheapskates and library fans.
That's right.
So Catherine, what's up for you this week?
Well, Starbucks, has been mentioned in this space many times, and as we have noted, they do not need our help. But so recently,
nor are they sponsoring us. Call us, Starbucks. We're interested.
So I feel like they have deals with Audible too. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so recently I went to order something from Starbucks. They have the order ahead thing, and they did not have my chai tea latte. They said sold out at this store. And I was like, what do you mean? How can it be sold out? This is my drink. This is what I get. What are you saying? And I was ordering something for my son too, and they didn't have his, some supply chain, blah, blah. But anyway, so I was forced to look at the menu and choose something else. And it turns out that Starbucks has a Royal English breakfast tea latte that you can get. Now, this is tea with milk and sugar. It is not like you could very, very easily make this yourself at home. So, it's tea bags, like where the chai latte is like a concentrated liquid that then they mix with milk and froth it up and blah, blah, blah. This is like they literally steep tea in the cup and put in milk and sugar, but it's still good. It's good. And it's a little bit less sweet than the chai, which when I order my chai, I usually modify it in the pre-order to make it a little less sweet. And you can do that on the English breakfast tea latte as well. So it really hit the spot. Nothing will totally replace my beloved chai latte, but this was actually a pretty good substitute. So for you tea drinkers out there that still like your Starbucks, you have another choice. It's not just the chai. For a while they had a lightly sweet chai latte, which was perfect, and they discontinued it, which was very sad. So this is different. It has a different flavor to it, but I still recommend. I liked it. So it's a nice little discovery to make.
Yeah,
on your
tasty.
Yes. So that's it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts to hear what we had to say about memories with mom, baby care apps, and buying a company and fixing it. You can also find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/mamatude, where you can find links to a lot of the things we talk about. Have a great weekend and see you back here on Monday.